If you have tried different strategies and still keep losing money trading crypto, watch this. I'll show you my last 10 trades using 3 simple strategies and a tool that finds the best setups. I'll explain each strategy, show you the entries and results, and how much I actually made. Let's start with the first strategy, pin bars. One candle, that's all you need. Here's the rule. If a red candle with a long wick closes on the 5 or 15 minute time frame, I open a short. Simple. First trade. I got a signal that RDNT was pumping. I didn't jump in, I waited. Then a bearish pin bar formed on the 5-minute chart. That was my entry. I opened a short. Stop loss above the wick. 2 minutes later the price dumped. I closed at 30% gain with 10x leverage. $328 profit. Second trade, same setup. ONT started pumping and I got the signal. Again, I waited, a perfect bearish pin bar formed. Long upper wick, no wick below. That's exactly what I look for. I entered short, stop loss above the wick. 10 minutes later, $621 profit. Looks easy, right? It is, but most people still lose money with this because they use it the wrong way. First, time frame matters, only 5 and 15 minutes. Other time frames, worse results. Second, the wick is everything. It must be bigger than the body. Ideally 2-3 times bigger and no wick on the other side. Third, wait for the close. This is where most people fail. They enter too early. Wait for the candle to fully close. That's your confirmation. Use the bar close countdown on TradingView. It shows exactly how much time is left before the candle closes. Right click here, labels, enable the countdown. No close, no trade. Fourth, risk management. Stop loss above the wick for shorts, below the wick for longs. Take profit 20-40% with 10x leverage. Fifth, understand the pattern. Bearish pin bar appears after a strong pump. You see a long upper wick, that means buyers tried to push the price higher but got rejected. That rejection is a strong signal that the price is likely to drop. Bullish pin bar appears after a strong dump. You see a long lower wick, that means sellers tried to push the price lower but failed. That shows strength and the price is likely to move higher. Third trade, now bullish pin bar. Swarm started dumping. I didn't enter, I waited. Then a bullish pin bar formed on the 15-minute time frame. That was my signal. I opened a long, stop loss below the wick. Take profit around 40% with 10x leverage. 21 minutes later, $268 profit. To find these setups, I use crypto screeners. They scan the market 24/7 and show pumps and dumps in real time. When a signal comes in, I instantly see which coin is moving, how strong the move is, how many signals in the last 24 hours, and with one click I see exactly what's happening right now. These 3 screeners catch pumps and dumps and notify you on Telegram. Track altcoins non-stop and work across all exchanges. Save hours and find setups for you. Get free access through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Second strategy, trading the range. The idea is simple. When a coin stops pumping and starts correcting, price often gets stuck in a range. That's your opportunity. You don't chase the move, you wait. When price reaches the top of the range, I look for shorts. Entry at the top, target the bottom of the range. I got a notification that the ONT coin was pumping. I noticed that the pump was over and the price was consolidating, which means it was moving in a range. I opened a short at the top of the range, targeting the bottom. A few minutes later, the price reached my target and I made $586. A similar situation happened with JTO. I received a signal that the coin was pumping, saw signals of consolidation and opened a short trade. I could have closed it with a $170 profit, but I closed it with $100. The next trade was on the CYS coin. I got a signal that it was pumping. On the 15-minute time frame, I saw a red candle and signs of weakness in the upward move. I entered a short position and placed my stop loss above the red 15-minute candle. 1 minute later, I made $150. The following trade is interesting. I received a signal that the NOM coin was pumping. I saw a pin bar on the 5-minute time frame. I could have made $256, but a few minutes later I was stopped out. My loss was $555. I could have lost less if I had placed my stop loss lower, just above this 5-minute candle. My next trade was on the same coin. I saw a strong green candle and changed my bias. I entered a long position once the high of the previous 15-minute candle was broken. In less than 1 minute, my take profit was triggered and I made a $452 profit. And this is my third strategy. If price breaks above the high of a 5 or 15-minute candle with no wicks, the pump is likely to continue. The coin should be among the top 5 gainers with high trading volume. The NOM coin was pumping like crazy that day, and once I saw the high of the 5-minute time frame being broken, I opened a long position. 3 minutes later, I closed the trade and made $548. My last trade was on the NOM coin. Once I saw the strength of the pump was decreasing and the coin started to move in a range, I opened a short position targeting the bottom of the range. It was a good trade and I made $744 in just 10 minutes. Let's sum it up. I made 10 trades, 9 of them were profitable and 1 was a loss. Total profit is $3,242. I showed you 3 strategies, but the real edge comes from the pump and dump signals. Without them, I wouldn't find these setups. Want the same screeners? Click the link in the description or pinned comment, follow the steps and get free access.